Congratulations! Now you know all the tools that you need to know to get started with Houdini. So you guys ready to learn all the distraction, fire, explosions, so and so? Are you ready to start learning Houdini FX? Yeah, right? Welcome to Introduction to SOP. SOP means Surface Operators, where you're going to do all the distraction, all the explosions and water simulation and everything. Kidding. So SOP is, of course, it's a surface operator, but it is not for what you are after. I know what you guys are looking for. You wanted to learn fire, explosions, distractions, and so, right? But you're not there yet. Before we get into all those stuff, you need to know what is SOP. This is step-by-step process to learn completely what you are after. Before you get into Houdini FX, you need to know the basics and how it works, what are the capabilities of Houdini. Getting to Houdini FX directly without knowing SOP level, what is SOP level, is like opening Pinterest and typing in interior design and you are saying that you are an civil engineer and architect. It is just like that. It looks easy. So when you start taking client's project and they will be asking, can I have the blueprint? Can I have that? Can I have this? And you will be like, what? Pinterest doesn't show me that. What do you mean? So just like that, before getting into distraction, fluid and stuff, you need to know the SOP level, at least a little bit. So again, SOP level is surface level where you won't be doing any simulation. So if you want to be a Houdini FX artist, then you need to know SOP level. Otherwise, you'll be like a Pinterest architect. So let's bring a geo. Previous class we discussed about this searching and typing in. So we bring the geo and we give it a name, intro to SOP. Okay, so intro to SOP, and I'll bring a box, either right click or you can search it by typing in the name. Okay, so box. So if you notice here, you'll be seeing here there's like primitive type. So you have a bunch of primitive types. 3D people, 3D, whoever know 3D will be familiar with the knobs, mesh and bezier. Point is of course just the points, like wherever the points are, it is just showing you the point. But for today's purpose, we need only the basic polygon. Okay, so I'll uncheck the point visibility, and yeah, if you go down, you can see add vertex normal is important. In coming classes I'll discuss what it is. Right, for now just leave it. Okay, so bring a box, and then we bring the node which is like familiar or commonly used in 3D software, which is called Polygon PolyExtrude. So it's very commonly used, but as you drop, you get this error node saying that required a geometry for operation. So if you notice, there's like two connecting points on the top and one at the bottom. So what are they? So one is, it's written over there, so geometry for operation, and the next one is for spine curve. Okay, so geometry for operation is what we need now. Now that error is gone, so the second input I will discuss in coming classes. So for now, for today's class, we just need the geometry for operation. So it is here, and if you move it and you cannot see anything, you can only see the wireframe. That's because you aren't viewing it from this node. So in order to do that, you need to click on the blue or click over here. Now you can see it from this node. So if you notice, there's nothing happened, it's just sized up, right? So box is this, and when I extrude it, it just sized up. So what is happening? So to tell you that, I'll explain what is extrude. So extrude is basically forcing out. All right, so this is not, in the box, if you go to the scale, so this is just scaling it. All right, so nothing is just making it bigger and bigger, right? uh, give it to the no percent. But PolyExtrude is not actually, it might look like making it bigger, but actually it is each polygon is forcing out. If you come up here, you can see here like connected compounds. So as a default, it is taking from the all the polygon, which are like, see, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 6 polygons are connected, and it is trying to forcing out from all of that as a connected one. But there is an individual element. If you come up here, you click that, you can see individually all the faces or polygon are forcing out, or other word extruding, right? So I'll show you a quick example of how what is happening in this one. Okay, these are the primitives. Okay, 0 3 5 1. I hope you can see this 1 and below. What if you wanted to extrude only this part? Okay, so you first click here. So here it says, let's select the geometry from available viewport. So you click here and then press 5 or whichever you want, 0, and press enter. You see here in the blue viewport down below, here you can see select geometry from the group parameter and press enter. So I press enter. So see, so here this is 0, right? 0 is extruded. Look at here, 0 is extruded. So that is what group does. Group parameter, you can see every node. In every node you can see that it is very helpful to make our workflow easier. If you want, you can make your workflow procedural also with the help of group. So group is very important and very, like, if you want to learn Houdini FX, then group is one part of it, right? So right now it's taking the 0 primitive. So if you want 1, then click there 1, then it takes from the 1, which is see 1, it is taking from there and giving us a PolyExtrude, right? So that is what connected compound actually are. In our example, we don't need connected, and also we don't need group. We need individual, so that we have a unique model. Okay, so I'll uncheck that primitive, which is very bothering me, and the distance is basically making it distance. Don't worry, you can go higher. 1 2 3, you can go higher if you want, but I won't be going now. Same with the insert is, so if you click here, the guide won't be seeing. If you click here, the gizmo will be showing you the guide, so you can go where you want, and you can even twist and even give a division. Okay, so I'll do that, don't worry, I'll do that. Not here though. I'll make it 0, and I'll make it insert or some. If you come down, you can see, all right, see again, group, all output of group, a lot of groups, right? What are they? Okay, and also you can see, and this one front transform, what we are after, this doesn't need, so for now we will ignore it, and later we will come back. So if you look at here, you can see front group, back group, side group. Okay, now you can imagine, or you can even guess that, okay, front group is this one, right? Front group is what you see in the up, and side will be this one. Let's see if your guess is correct. Output front group. Oh yeah, correct. So front group is that. Perfect. And side group, okay, I'll bring back the front group and I'll uncheck the side group. Oh yeah, side is also correct. Then what is back? Okay, so let's see what is back. Oh, nothing happened. So what's that? I'll make that insert also 0. I'll just bring the distance to 1. Okay, so you can see, so how many polygon do you think it has? Okay, we have an option for that. We click that, so we will count 1 2 3 4 5. So there are like 5, so each one has 5, right? 5 10 15 20 25 and 30. So it is 30. Okay, let's see how much it does. It says, what, there are 36. How? Yeah, that is what I want to show you. If I uncheck this one back, now if you click it, 30. So where is this 6 coming? So when I click on the back, there's like another 6 has come. How and where? So that is here. When you click on the back, so it creates polygon over here as well. So I'll uncheck it, so you can see now, you can see through, right? But when you click the back, it gives you a border or something. So this is like 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So this is the extra 6 which is coming here, like along it here, 6. So see, that is what back group means, you know. So most of the cases we won't be using like a back group, because who wants a face inside which we are not even seeing? But there are some cases you might need to have this back group. Okay, so but what we are after, we don't need back group because it is inside. It is coming inside, which not even visible, so off. Now we know, okay, so this is back, front and side. Okay, now you know that. So what are these then? Front group, side group and back group. I will uncheck it because we don't need inside polygon. Okay, so now if you middle mouse it, you can see 30 30, of course, and you can see primitive attribute. All right, but there is nothing under this, right? So but when you check in here, front group, and you middle mouse it, see there is a new thing has popped up, prim groups. So primitive groups called extrude front has created, and there are like 6 extrude front. Of course we know that 6, 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, all the front group are the 6. Okay, so what are the use of this one, right? So next is that, and also if you click on the side group in middle mouse, it gives you a primitive group called extrude side. Also you can name whatever you want, you know, like ASD or ASF and ASF, so you can see that. But we don't need any of this or side for our illustration. I'll uncheck it. So what is the use of front group? Okay, so right now you can select all of these, isn't it? Like it's already selected and made this as a group. Okay, so if this doesn't exist, then this panel or this parameter doesn't exist, then we have to individually select all the front to do another extrusion on top of it. So I selected all of this manually, and then I will have to, this is a normal method of doing it. Okay, then there's 2 method. So one is, you know, one is bringing tab here, the mouse on the viewport, and tab here and type extrude. So this way I get all the group and extrude. So this is one method, right? So another method is same, PolyExtrude. Okay, PolyExtrude, and then you click here. So this way you can select the geometry and you select whatever you wanted to extrude, take the faces and press. You see here, select the geometry and press enter when you're done. So press enter. So again it created. It's the same, right? This is the same method of, you know, this is by pressing tab, and before how I did was you know, same, select from here and press tab in the viewport and PolyExtrude. So see, is a new one, press tab viewport. It's the same, like 2 types of doing the same thing. See, two types of doing the same thing. So this is the if this parameter doesn't exist, this is the way to go. Okay, manually selecting everything. Right now we have this, and what's the use, right? So bring a new polyextrude, and in top you can see group, like we have extruded front group. Okay, right now we have extruded front group, so it will also visible here. See, one, there is only one group. You click here. So if you have two group, then you can find two, right? Okay, so I will cancel that one because we're not using that for now. So now we click here. See, it saved a lot of time, right? Lot of time, otherwise you need to click it. So for example, if you have a lot of meshes, so I'm changing to PolyMesh, and I know PolyMesh has a lot of subdivision, see, as a default subdivision, and also you can increase. Okay, so I know that, that's why I changed to this one. So now if I do that, see, I didn't have to select one by one all the faces. So like if this doesn't exist, this group, front group doesn't exist, and all I have to do is like I have to select everything individually and start doing it. So that's the use of these parameters. You can bring this group anywhere, like whatever node. If you bring any, even a transform node, there is on top, there is like group, so even you can, right now there won't be much happening, but I'm just showing you can extrude front, you can bring the extrude front group, and and you can change, you can change whatever you want. So it only selects the extrude front group, right? So like wherever you see this node, I think almost 90% of the node has this parameter group. So that's why group is very important. You first of all you make a group, and then bring it to anywhere. So you can also make your own group, which I will show you, but here you can see it's a preset parameters where you can select and start doing it. Okay, so I will switch to Polygon again. I won't do any extrusion here. Okay, no extrusion, just you see here, just this. I can inset, I'm playing with the inset. Okay, so it's like you can make a pillar out of it. And now you bring the front group again. We don't need back group, we don't need side group, only front group. And we said you give a name, pillar, I don't know your name, like put whatever it suits for your purpose. Okay, so PolyExtrude again. In this model I'm just showing you use of PolyExtrude, like multiple use of PolyExtrude, right? So I'll bring pillar, and then see it's like pillar again, right? So again you can do that, give a front group if you want, or give that, take the front group, put a name, bring another PolyExtrude, and take the group. So this is the inset, this is the one I was after, and give it an inset, and again give a pillar 2 and give another PolyExtrude. All right, and pillar 2, bring the pillar 2. See, very easily you created this and this thing. So the best part of Houdini is that it is non-destructible. You can even bring a torus. Okay, I'll bring a torus, and instead of this box I'll connect this one. See, wow. So it's like, there's a Tamil movie called Endiran Robot. So you can get something like this, right? Similar. You know, yeah. So I'll put back to box. So this is the help of Houdini, like, non-destructive. You can plug into anything and you get the same actions and to whatever you are looking after, right? So I'll delete this one, just to show you. I mean, even this one, too many polyextrude. So this is front group 1. Okay, so this is front group 1. So what if I wanted, so look at the here, you can see a sharp edge, right? So what if you want to bevel it or smoothen it? So there is a node called PolyBevel. Don't get scared, or like if you're new to digital world, this is like quite common. This node is quite common in Photoshop or everywhere. Beveling, it's called beveling. Okay, so bevel is smoothing. So if you go here, up here, so if you come up here, you can see poly. If you hover over your mouse on the group, you can see it's written faces or edges to extrude. So PolyExtrude only works for faces and edges. So similarly, if you keep it here, you can see edges to bevel. So it only does with bevel, I mean edges. It only does with edges. So these faces, these front faces, which are these, has these 4 edges, right? 1 2 3, like 1 1 2 3 4. These are the edges of extrude front. Okay, so if I come up here and take that, so it's gonna test only to the these edges, and I take that extrude front, so it took the edges of the extrude front and offsetting it. Yes, you can offset it. Now it doesn't look smooth, so to do that, ignore all these. You need to have some division to smooth, which makes sense, right? You need to have division, or you need to have more resolution to do the curve. So see, as I increases, the curve started popping up, and you can change the shape. Like you can do something like this, or a crease, chamfer. So for now I'll put in as a round. Okay, so we have that round shape. If we don't take a group, so for example, if we didn't keep any group, then it's gonna take, then this PolyBevel is gonna take every edges that you see. So I'll delete it. I mean, I will backspace it and enter. See, every edges it took, like, because we are not specifying any edges, right? Any group or any edges. So it's taking whatever it sees in the geometry. So, but if that is your case, then you don't have to group anything. But I wanted to show you, customizing, or getting more control over what you are after. So I have what was that name? Front 1. Okay, so I have front 1, so that it only affected this part. So what if you wanted to have on the side as well? It's easy again, because we have the side group here. You click the side group and get it here, and side. See, you have that side beveled. So this is why it's very this group exists, so that it doesn't destroy your workflow.